Yo, what's up guys? iPad here, because today we're talking about some iPads. I think this is one topic in 2019 that just keeps coming up that I honestly wasn't expecting to continually talk about. But we have confirmation now from Apple that for sure in 2019, even more iPads are on the way. So I want to tell you guys about those today. If you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, hit subscribe if you want to hear more about iPads, and let's go ahead and jump in. Now, obviously the way Apple works, they didn't put out a press statement and say, hey guys, we're working on a new iPad, so definitely don't buy the current 9.7-inch model cheap that is out right now. No, this comes courtesy of the EEC, lengthened to be the Eurasian Economic Commission. Basically, if Apple has encrypted devices that they want to sell in certain parts of the world, they have to apply through this corporation, the EEC, submit the model numbers, and then they get approved. And whenever they get approved, that leaks out. So today, My Smart Price discovered that Apple has registered 5 new iPad models. By models, I mean like specific identifiers, so like iPad with Wi-Fi, iPad with Wi-Fi plus cellular, and they're likely all for the same iPad model. Now, the reason I believe strongly that this is for the 10.2-inch iPad and not the new version of the iPad Pro 11-inch or even 12.9-inch, and that's because all the way back in January, we got a report from Bloomberg saying that Apple did not have any upgrades planned for the iPad Pros until as early as March 2020. Now then they're going to get some new laser camera technology and the processors are definitely going to see a speed boost, but as of right now, Apple doesn't really have any plans for the iPad Pro specifically, either of the models in 2019. What Apple does have plans for is a redesigned version of the 9.7-inch budget iPad. It's going to see a bigger screen and likely thinner bezels, I would assume, in a new 10.2-inch design. Now, it seems a little weird that they're doing this, considering the fact that they already have a 10.5-inch iPad out. That's the iPad Air that came out in March. Below that, the 7.9-inch iPad mini, and now going to be sandwiched in the middle, even closer to the iPad Air, is going to be the 10.2-inch budget iPad. I'm hoping that the price stays the same, around $329. Now, aside from the fact that the design is going to be a little bit different because of the new 10.2-inch screen size, we don't know much else about this iPad. It's likely going to have a processor and camera and support for everything on the lower end of the spectrum if Apple does keep that very well known now $329 price tag. And I think that when this iPad comes out, it's going to be the best iPad for most people, especially if Apple can finally finish that last touch on it, which is laminating the display to the glass. They've done that on every other iPad that they sell now, and I think the number one reason I can't recommend the 9.7-inch iPad to most people is because the screen just doesn't look good in comparison to any other Apple product. It's Retina, it's sharp, but there's that air gap that nobody likes in between the actual LCD screen and the physical glass sitting right above it. Now, there is always the chance that this could be the iPad Pro, these identifiers that we're looking at here, but I feel pretty strongly based on what analysts have said and the fact that we just got a report in yesterday saying that production of the 10.2-inch iPad was starting, that yes, these 5 new models are going to be for the lower end now 10.2-inch iPad. So when can we actually expect to see this out? Generally, Apple receives these permissions between everywhere from like 7 to 8 days before a product is actually released by Apple, all the way up to a couple of months. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. It all totally depends. So while there's a chance that this budget iPad could come this summer, I really think Apple's going to be waiting until September or October to release it. That being said, in my time here on YouTube, I've also seen where the EEC model identifiers leak out like 6 days before the new product comes out. So Apple's been doing these interesting intermittent press releases. We saw that with the AirPods back in March when there was no actual event. We saw that with the new iPads. We saw that with new MacBooks in May. We saw that with new MacBooks yesterday with the new MacBook Air and the new base 13-inch MacBook Pro. So maybe in 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks, we see these new iPads come out via press release, or probably most likely they're going to be waiting until an event in September or October where they have more exciting stuff to talk about. As the story continues to develop on this iPad, I'll keep you guys in the loop, so hit subscribe in case you haven't already, and hit like if you've enjoyed this video, because that's all the information that I have for you today. Let me know your thoughts on this iPad down below. Are you looking forward to a redesigned version of the budget iPad that hasn't changed in a couple of years? That's all I have for you. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you cool cats in my next video. Thanks for watching.